at First Energy Stadium on the shores of Lake Erie. Today, after a crazy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here between the New York Jets and the Cleveland Browns. The final weekend of the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here's Wilson to throw right away. This one caught by Davis. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Well, this defense for the Browns, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
And every defensive team that we talk to, they spend a lot of time talking about creating turnovers. And anytime you get 2 or more in a game, you've had a really good performance. They exceeded that number in a huge way. They got the football back 4 times in the win.
And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. Give him 12 yards there, and the Jets have a first. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
Well, they use him a lot out of the backfield. He had 5 catches a week ago, and he makes another catch here for good yardage.
Here we go. Right, 64, sweet.
On 2nd down, a run with Hall. It's a solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38. So not a lineman, but the tight end instead this time, drawing the holding call.
And more what you're getting with tight ends are guys who are much more receiver than blocker. They may be willing, but that might not be their thing. Oftentimes, they'll be the ones getting the penalties.
Here we go.
Throwing is Wilson. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down.
Not a great start dropping his first target, but let's face it, it won't be his last chance because he'll get opportunities to make up for that one throughout this game.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Moore, the man in motion. On 3rd down, Wilson. And that is incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
On is the punter man as he boots this one away. Just 21 yards on the punt there. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. Watson and the Browns now with a 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line. Faking the give. Now Watson. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
That's just flat out a beautiful throw right there.
It was a rope. That's maybe the speed you would see on a slant, but he threw that downfield with that kind of pace.
Now, if he throws that one with any type of arc, puts a little air under it, that play doesn't happen. He had to fire it in there, and he did exactly that.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. In motion is Grant. First carry for Nick Chubb. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. The Browns at 1-0 on the year following the win in Week 1. And they were able to get that road victory in the opener. Now they look to get to 2-0 in front of the home crowd.
And look, any road win in the NFL, that's huge. But when you do it Week 1, that gets you pointed in the right direction and sends notice to the rest of the league that you mean business.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. And they'll send the slot in motion left. 2nd down, here's Chubb again. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
In motion comes the tight end left. On first down, they'll run with Chubb. He takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
They go with Chubb on 2nd down. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. And that one goes incomplete on the drop. That's one he definitely normally catches. 4th down. York able to send this one through. And the Browns are out to a 3-0 lead. So an opening drive field goal maybe doesn't whip this crowd into a frenzy, but I think that they will take the early lead.
There's no doubt about it. They will always take the early lead, and maybe that celebration comes later if they play well and they can break things open. But right now, this is all about letting the offense just get settled in.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. The last series for them a little disappointing, forced a punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive. 1st and 10. Wilson's throw here going to be caught by Wilson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 17 yards is the pickup there for number 17.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Wilson. This pass out wide to Hall. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger game. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. On first down, right back to Hall. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
Ready.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Come on.
Only needing 2 yards on second down.
Alpha. Foxtrot.
Here's Hall again. And an excellent job of finding the opening as he's got this now all the way down to the 22. Give him 12 yards there, and the Jets have a first.
But they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone. Now they'll throw it with Wilson. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
Let's go. Let's
So
go.
after the incompletion, second and 10 from the 22. Straight ahead is Hall. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. From the gun on 3rd down, Wilson. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. Touchdown, Jets. Tyler Conklin, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Jets have moved out in front. Zuerlein good with a PAT. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
They give to Chubb out of the gun. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he won't get to the marker. He's a yard short. A pickup of 3. It leaves him with 4th and 1. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it. Brings up 4.
Now, that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
And Bojorquez on to punt as he gets it away. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Wilson leading the Jets up now for a 1st and 10 at their own 23. They'll start on the ground. Hall. And he finds some space past the 25 to the 27. Up from his linebacker spot, Deion Jones making the play.
Oh, that was a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
Off the play fake, here's Wilson. He'll buy some time right. Open man here is Conklin. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a 1st down.
First down grab there by Tyler Conklin, and he's a big part of the rebranding of the tight end position in New York. The Jets brought in multiple starters at that position, and Conklin, he's coming off a career best year in Minnesota. 61 catches in his first season as a starter.
And he'll rumble for about 5, up close to the 40.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
Hall again on 2nd down. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. 61 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3 our score. A couple of 1st downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on 1st down. Now it's Wilson. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he could break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. They'll come up now on 2nd and a yard. Wilson. Open man is Denzel Mims. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A Wilson to Mims for a New York 1st.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
Play action. Now Wilson. Over the middle, complete. It's Davis. And they eventually get to him at the 17 after a pickup of 17 into the red zone. 1st down. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. From the red zone now, here's Wilson on 1st down. And he's wrapped up. Taken down. Back at the 25. Jordan Elliott coming right up the gut. Gets in there for a loss of 9. Well, remember, they had the nice gain on the previous play, but they just gave a lot of it back right there on that sack.
Yeah, they get the sack, get back some real estate. Felt like the type of play that can spark a defense and swing some momentum. Almost felt like a take that type of a play, didn't it, partner?
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And the Browns are going to take over at their own 11-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
After the interception, here's Watson. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back at the 2. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on first down on the sack. So we've reached halftime with the visiting Jets on top. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Browns going to see the football first, but they trail here as we resume play on EA Sports. The Cleveland offense ready to go. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well, and they've kept them around in this game. Now, they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
From the gun, it's a give to Chubb. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. He'll wind up losing 3, and now it's third down.
I think it's pretty evident we can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. Looking deep in the direction of Cooper. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Hall. And the Jets are going to take possession here at their own 3-yard line.
I don't think there's any other way to put it, but that was just simply deflating, because you know they came out ready to go at halftime, right? Everyone motivating each other, wanting to get out there and get going. And that turnover absolutely saps your momentum. Now you're just shouting encouragement to your defense, hoping they can pick you up and give you another chance.
Now Hall to start the drive. Gets past one man. And he's able to get this across the 10 before being taken down. The 71 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. They'll roll, and he's taken down. Back at his own 7. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up second down.
Let's go now, let's go now, let's go now.
Another try after the first down sack. Wilson to the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. 1st and 10, it's Hall. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
They're making it look easy out there. Another 1st down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 1st downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. Now Wilson on 1st down. And bringing it in, it's Davis. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 42-yard line. On the counter, it's Hall. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. They snap it at 1. Now Wilson. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And the Browns are going to get the football back at their own 17. So this offense moving the ball well, trying to open up a 2-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. But now potentially a play that could have big ramifications.
Yeah, you've driven the ball down the field. Things are looking up, but it takes just one bad decision to throw things off the rails.
The Browns drive about to get started. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
25 yards the pickup there, and also a 1st down. I think you'd have to say Nick Chubb, pound for pound, one of the most powerful runners in the NFL. He proved it there. Now a play fake, and it's Watson sliding out of the pocket. And his throw is incomplete.
His impatience has to be bubbling over, trying to find a way to get his team to the end zone for the first time. He did find a way to break, contain, and get outside to buy his receivers a little extra time, but the connection couldn't be made on that throw.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. Now the ball comes loose, and it's scooped up by the Jets. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. Well, he's not the starter coming in, getting his first. And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So possession still theirs, but now they face a 3rd down. Back to throw, Watson. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They've got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
Desperation time. Watson on 4th down. That's into the hands of Donovan Peoples-Jones. And he's going to pick up the Browns' first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, to watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there, not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
A new lease on life after the 4th down conversion. Here's 1st and 10. Hunt will try going up the middle. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. To throw is Watson. Looking for Cooper, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Hall. And the Jets are going to take possession here at their own 3-yard line. Oh, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
And he'll get this only up to about the 3-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Well, that gives them a little room, but not much. A gain of 2 to the 5. A tight game like this, such a tough spot for the offense to be in. Even though they have the lead, Charles, back up so close to their goal line, they got to protect the football.
And that's when you have to take care of your team with play calling as well. Not a lot of misdirection, not a lot of counters, not a lot of plays where you have extra ball handling. Get it right to the hands of your running back, tell him to take care of the ball, and try to move forward.
From the shotgun, Wilson on the slant. He's got Davis. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
So frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here. Down late, tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or a takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
Safety Grant Delpit up to make the play.
I know the game's not over, but there's got to be a sense of satisfaction right now for the guy carrying the football a bunch today. 99 yards, and he has enough time to go over the century mark.
Well, you got to give it to him again, right?
Yeah, there's no doubt about it. You're not worried about losing yardage here. You're not worried about any of that. You just want to get him to the promised land for every runner. 100 yards or more in a game.
And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. They'll run with Hall. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. 110 yards rushing for him now, as he has been tremendous all day long. And carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
Play action. It's Wilson. And he takes a shot on the release, as this will be incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
A give, running right is Hall. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. We've got a one-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Hall again. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
So they come up on 2nd down, and they can get another run like we just saw. Would likely put an end to this thing. Give to Hall running right. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On 3rd down, here's Hall. And he is going to have the first down, and that is going to suck the life right out of this crowd. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense, as the clock will stop with 1:06 left to go in the game.
Got it. Exit.
On the jet sweep, here comes Moore. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. From the 37, they work on 2nd and 6. On 2nd down, a run with Hall. And he'll be taken down at the 34. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college. And how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
It's a gain of 8 there, and that should be enough to seal the victory. Well, we've seen running backs in today's NFL get involved in the passing game. Maybe it's about time more receivers like that get involved in the running game.
And that is something we are seeing more and more in this league, no question about it. That wasn't the biggest of gains, but it was enough to get them a first down. And it continues to test the defense. They have to think on every play about who might end up with the ball.
Well, obviously, Charles, this was by no means an offensive track meet. I mean, the defenses were the story in this ball game. But, hey, they got enough points to get the job done. And at the end of the day, that's all that matters.
You're absolutely right about that, partner. In such a low-scoring game, it completely changes everything you had planned to do out there. Fortunately for them, they got just enough scoring to bring home the win. And in this type of a game, to play their defense, that became one of their biggest keys.